Well, here we are at Midway Forest Products, Midway, British Columbia. Looks awful quiet out there. Must be a sign of the times. We just have to wonder which times we're talking about. Would that be the environmental times or the economic times?
Of the year is expected to hit us overnight tonight into tomorrow and Saturday morning. In total, 20 centimeters coming our way, so prepare for that. Some reports of black ice in Nelson, from Nelson to Balfour, slippery sections.
Now that is a weather report that I liked. Well, here I am heading out of New Denver, BC, heading north towards the cusp on Highway 6. And one thing I've really noticed on this trip is the lack of truck traffic. That tells me the economy is totally in the crapper. This road's usually got lots of trucks. I've just traveled about 70 kilometers so far today, and I have seen one empty logging truck and 2 snowplows. That's it. That is not a good sign for this province. One thing I've said in an earlier video was the price of gas sure makes this easier to do. Wow. There is some serious cheapness happening in the amount we pay for fuel. I haven't even spent 60 bucks so far on this trip, which would usually be well over 100 by now. And it's a double-edged sword where it's nice on the one hand that it's cheap and everything, but you know there's deeper implications of gas and oil being as cheap as it is right now. I guess we'll just have to wait it out and see what happens. There are a lot of balls bouncing in the air right now. We shall see how it goes. Well, as I drive around here, I've had lots of time to think about things. And one of the questions I've sort of stumbled upon is the way that we, as a society, have all this employment creating things that we hope will wear out and will have to be replaced, which will keep us perpetually employed. A simple thing would be a newspaper. You print the newspaper one day, you need to print it again the next day, and on, thereby creating a market for the pulp and paper industries to keep creating paper with which to print a paper for one day and then throw it away. Seems really silly to me, but we've painted ourselves into this corner that when the internet takes over as a news source, what's going to happen to all these people who are employed creating paper and newspaper? It's a vicious circle. What are those people going to do? Obviously, life is going to change, yet they still have to create a living, supply a life for their families. I don't have the answer, just more questions. The more I think about this stuff, the more I realize that we're screwed. Wow, finally, a truck out there doing something. Instead of just being parked in some lot somewhere, he's actually hauling some wood chips to go make some more of that newspaper. Boy, oh boy, there's a vanishing breed.